Hey, we're Chris and Nicole, and we're following our dreams of building out an off-grid camper van with the added challenge of lockdown and being in the middle of Canada's winter. Now that we've got our factory flooring up, partitioned down, and started the floorboards, it's time to finish up the floor, get the strapping done, as well as tackle sound deadening. Hey, good morning everybody, and welcome to another week of the van build. We are super excited to get into things this week, and weather is looking in our favor this time.
Way better than last week. So we're going to be getting the floor all done, and we're going to be cutting all the strapping for the walls, which will be used to be a nice support for our walls in the end. And so yeah, let's get to it.
Can't wait.
Okay, so we picked up some more wood, so we've got some materials here we're going to need to get out of here. But today, I think what we're gonna do today, this is our first full day, so we're gonna finish laying some of the floor. We're gonna create some more structure by nailing the pieces together, just so that it's a little bit more structured and firm. And then we're gonna try to do the furrings along the wall, the ceiling. And this week we're going to be doing sound deadening and a whole bunch of stuff. But I think the first thing we're going to have to do is clear out the workshop so we can actually do some work out there. I think that's the first step, and then we'll get to it. So we kind of finished off the edges here with a little bit of a support here. That way, right up to the edge, the subfloor will be supported when we put any kind of weight on it. And then the same thing over here. We've got one right up on the edge there. Again, just keep the support. And then you'll see we doubled up some of these grooves that are a little bit deeper, and just nail gunned the top one to the lower pieces of wood there. So we're almost done. We need a little bit more glue.
Ran out of glue again.
But as soon as we finish that, we've got a little bit more, and then the subfloor is complete. Is that really all this battery can do? Wow, that sucks. This fully charged battery only lasts like 5 minutes, not even. Just so I remember. Okay, so the whole idea of the putting the notches in here, it came from another YouTube video. So we're going to be putting these up into the ceiling here, and then one of us will hold it, push up, and it kind of bends the whole wood so that it takes the shape of the roof and will give us as much headroom. And then we'll throw some screws through here to mount it right to the framing. So then that way our tongue and groove ceiling will screw right into these wood studs all on the front here.
I see we're on break.
Work hard, play harder.
Okay.
We're heading over to my parents' place for dinner, so we're gonna cut it short today, and then tomorrow we'll pick it up. But we basically got all those runners done. We have a little bit left to do over there, but then we cut all the 3/4 inch plywood for the furrings. And starting tomorrow, our plan is to hopefully get all the furrings up, and those are all the wall supports that all of the we're going to be putting shiplap up. So all of that's going to be mounted to that, and that's going to support everything from our cupboards. So we want to make sure it's nice and sturdy. So that'll go all the way vertically, all the way down both sides of the van. And then, but yeah, so I'd say that's pretty good. And hopefully tomorrow we've got another full day of working on it, so I think we'll make lots of progress. See you then. All right, it's day 2 of the full day van build, and then another week of work, but then we'll get back to it. So first thing on the list, as usual, I'm heading to Home Depot to get a few more things to keep us going today. Good morning, Home Depot. Okay, confirm. We are here. Time to get some glue and some lipstick.
Lipstick is that?
Mine.
You bought it?
Yeah.
Where'd you buy it at?
My lipstick?
Yeah.
I buy them from Home Depot.
you there. Yep. Thanks. Have a good one. Okay. Blue and they forgot the lipstick. Time to head home. One of the things is we're going to be putting in the side windows on both sides of the van. Before we do that though, we need to take out these ribs here on both sides, and basically just going to have to cut the metal out right there without puncturing the other outside of the van. Same thing at the bottom, and then there's some glue on the back. Once we have the air conditioner and all that stuff, we'll go to a heated garage and install everything at that point, but we'll take advantage of this time and get this done right now.
We are wrapping up another very full day in the van. We had, I call it a good success today.
Yeah, we got lots done. We put up all the wall fairings, we did a little bit on the floor, we did a lot of cutting today and stuff, and we ran out of screws, or the screws weren't the right size in the morning, so we had to wait for that to come in, but once they came in, it didn't take too long to get it all done. Went through a lot of drill batteries.
We started to get the ceiling supports in. The rest of those have to be done tomorrow night. Chris is heading back into work tomorrow. I work for myself, so I will be back in the van tomorrow morning working on the floor. I'm hopefully going to start on the sound deadening and maybe a few other little tasks, but we've got lots more coming up this week, so we will see you tomorrow in the morning. Good morning, everybody. We are taking a quick trip to the vet for Kino before we get started this morning on the van, just to do some routine checkups. So Kino's a little afraid of the van right now just because it's so noisy and empty. We brought her out the very first day we had the van and she was a little bit nervous. She doesn't like loud bangs, so we think that kind of adds to just like the scary factor of the van because it's still rumbling around. We don't have the sound deadening in. That's just something I'm going to start on today. I think once the sound deadening goes in, the spray foam goes in, and we start to put the walls up, it's going to start to feel like a home. She also is so used to always sitting on a seat. I did provide her a very nice seat to sit on, but she has chosen to sit right on the floor, cowering under my feet, or next to my feet. So we're going to get her used to it, because this is going to become her home too. So once we are done at the vet, I'm going to go home. I've got 5 more boards to lay down for the floor, and then we start on the sound deadening, which I'm super excited about. That feels like it's going to be a nice big project to get done and checked off our list. So we will see you after the vet. Okay, so I am back from the vet, and then I'm going to start on the big project of sound deadening. I'm hoping to get it all done today. So we've got 36 square feet. We just bought 1 box to start because we're not sure how much we needed. So I will get started on that and we'll see how it goes. Alright, so I have run out of sound deadening, but does not mean I am done. I have all of this to roll that I put up today, so I'm going to roll all of that. Chris's sister is coming over shortly, so she's going to help me with that. Alright, well, we are done for the night. That was so awesome to have Danielle here to help me. She was so helpful. We got that done in 1 hour and 15 minutes. I know the van's not entirely done, but that was so helpful because I probably would have been in here for about 3 hours on my own.
2 days later.
It's basically Christmas for me because my batteries have arrived. If anyone knows batteries, these are very nice batteries. They sent a whole truck just for this.
Have a good day. You dropped a battery.
That's the bad one.
Let's try to not drop this battery.
Okay.
Don't drop it.
Okay, so we went for some Victron batteries. They're lithium batteries, probably one of the single most expensive parts of the van build, but it's going to basically make everything happen. So we've got two 200 amp hour batteries. They're lithium, so total 400 amp hours, 12 volt batteries. This is going to power all of our lights. It's going to go through our inverter, be able to power things like blenders, blow dryers, hair straighteners, and all that stuff. So personally, I'm pretty excited for this, and if you know batteries, you'll agree with me, these are some pretty nice batteries. We've got two giant batteries. So the whole idea behind sound deadening is it kind of dampens sound. Sheet metal is loud. If you go and knock on something, you'll hear it all echo. So you put this on, and you only need to cover about 70%-ish of the van to try to dampen the sound as much as you can. It'll help make it quieter on the road, quieter when you're out and about. And normally right now when you're driving, all you hear is just banging. And once you do have the sound deadening on, if you do a little knock, sounds much more muffled. It's almost the same as if you just put your hand on the metal and then tried knocking next to it. Your hand's going to absorb some of that sound. So that's the whole idea of what we're doing here, and ultimately it'll make it more of a quality build. But it's a lot of work.
A lot of work.
Well, that's a wrap for this week. I think the big thing about the beginning of the build process is just how kind of slow and mundane all the tasks are, but ultimately it creates a good foundation for the van later on. Next week is going to be the trailer hitch. We're going to put that on because that'll be a fun project, and then we're going to do all the electrical, which will be a pretty good sized task. Just making sure we have to think ahead and decide like where is everything going to go, where's the lights going to go, where's the switches going to go, and then do all that electrical now so that before we spray foam it locks it all in. So that's going to be next week, and
We're super excited to see you next week. If you like the video, give us a thumbs up below, and if you are not subscribing and you want to follow along on the build series, please subscribe. We'd love it so much, and we will see you next week.
we'll see you next week.